Well, I recently picked up this kit at a local supermarket. It's a very standard kit that a lot of people buy. It was only $15, quite inexpensive, quite professional looking. And on the box it says this is a first aid kit for home, for work and for travel. Now the question today, is this a kit that will be useful to you in an emergency, or is this a sort of kit that will give you a false sense of security and let you down in an emergency? My name's Paul from Responder Aid, and as a business we exist to help first aiders and first responders save lives, and we do that by providing gear that we trust and we know, and also providing some training and education as well about how to use gear to make a difference in an emergency. Well, what I want to do is open this one up. Let's have a look at the contents. Let's think about what's in it, and let's think about what it can be used for, and will it actually be useful in a life-threatening emergency. So here we go. What's in this kit? It's not a bad layout really. We have, let's pull it out and have a look. We have an ice pack, not bad. We have a stack of Band-Aid as expected. We have some cotton tips. We have a pair of gloves, which is great. Some alcohol wipes, a rather flimsy bandage, and what do we got here? Some basic dressings and pads. Some of them are more combine dressings, some of them are non-adhesive dressings. And we have some tape, and we have 2 pins and a pair of scissors, which looks like it would be good in the sewing kit rather than the first aid kit. But that's what you get for $15. Now look, it's not bad for around the house. But what I notice here is what's not in this kit. So there's no trauma dressings, there's no wound dressings for major bleeding. There's nothing that you could use on a burn or bites or a sting. There's no compression bandage. So if you had a sprain or a strained ankle, there's nothing you could use for that. There's no triangular bandage, which is also quite interesting because most first aid kits seem to have a triangular bandage. And of course, there's nothing in here that I would be reaching for if I was trying to manage severe bleeding. So that's a really interesting question. What do we do with a kit like this? Now, if you had an injury in the kitchen, one of your loved ones is injured with a sharp knife, severe bleeding, what's this kit going to do to help you? Basically, very, very little. And what about if one of your kids or your grandkids has a fall in the backyard, breaks an arm, potentially? There's nothing here to immobilize a fracture, there's nothing here to put their arm up in a sling, there's nothing here that will make them comfortable whilst you're waiting for the ambulance to arrive. It's a cheap kit, it's okay for very minor things, but what's the cost of being unprepared for the sorts of emergencies I've talked about, which are actually not that uncommon in a normal household? So what do you do with it when you're dealing with a kit like this? Well, I would suggest the best thing to do is actually invest a little bit more money and get something that will actually work in the circumstances I've described. So the kit we recommend here at Responder Aid is this home and travel first aid kit by the company called Aero Healthcare, which is a company from northern New South Wales, an Australian company that makes some amazing gear, which we really respect and recommend. This is available for a little less than $50. So if you think about this, $15 versus less than $50, the size difference, the amount of gear in this is really quite exponentially different compared to this one. And what I like about these kits too is it actually tells you on the outside what it does. It deals with bleeding and burns and dressings and eye injuries and fractures, and even snake bites. So this is a really versatile kit that can make a real difference for your family or when you're traveling on holidays or even in the workplace for a low risk workplace. You could also invest in something like this too, which is a Slishman pressure wrap, something we've been promoting a lot lately as Australian distributors. This is for bleeding control, so you add this to the kit and suddenly you've got a really versatile kit that can deal with a lot of major injuries and normal household injuries, scrapes and bites. A kit like this is probably going to help you with your knee scrapes and with a small cut or with a paper cut, Band-Aid that's required for a blister or two, but that's really about it. So cheap kits might give you some peace of mind, but it can be a false security. A kit like this is probably just going to sit in the drawer. It's going to be used very occasionally for very minor things. A kit like this will actually save lives in an emergency, and that's what we recommend. We just want to encourage you today to make sure you've got something at home, at work, when you're traveling, that you can rely on and can save lives. If this has been helpful and you want to know more about our kits, then please go and look at the description and the links below, and if so, please like and subscribe. Support our channel. Thank you.